What is up, all you sexy motherfucking boners? How are y'all doing today?
Jesus.
We are back. We are your hosts. I am Bo.
I am Big Jim.
That is the man whose body is made by tacos. Everyone, if you can't tell by the
That's
hat
right.
right there. Where
Yeah,
did you find that hat?
actually on the internet, I was Body by Tacos. It just popped up on Instagram, and the place called Taco Gear. They're out of LA, I believe. But the guy Gerald Flores, I bought a couple of shirts, and once you buy, they still continue to pop up on your feed or your Google. And he had these hats, and one says Body by Tacos. I got a shirt that says Body by Tacos. It's in my collection. This hat fits perfect, man. It's the best fitting hat, and it's a flex fit, and it's well worth the price. Not very expensive.
Yeah, it
A
definitely
great
looks.
quality hat.
And you got a big
Great
ass
quality.
dome, dude.
I
So
got a
that
big head, dude, and it fits It makes my head feel normal.
you have one of them
But
pitbull heads.
Taco Gear out of LA.
That's cool.
Gerald Flores, thank you. Good product. I recommend them.
And
TacoGear.com.
I would like to say thank you as well to another podcast that you and I listened to and recently discovered,
Uh-oh.
Mommy and Me Murder Time. It's
That's it.
kind of hard to tell, but they left me a note after I won a trivia. Mom Jessica, she wrote me a
Jimmy, okay.
she wrote me a handwritten note. She's like, "Yeah, this is old school. This is how we do." But it's
That's
actually really
very,
cool.
very proper. Very
Very
proper.
proper. I
Yeah.
got some pretty cool gifts. I got a Ted Bundy lighter, a Dahmer pin, and a Jim Jones sticker, who is resembling Jesus.
Jesus.
This may upset a few people. I'm willing to die on that grave.
Hey, you gotta be a part of the podcast genre to understand that it is what we do. It's what we're a part of.
That's what we do. Actually, one other thing that one of the person that I want to shout out to is the Happy Warrior, Roxanne Modafferi, UFC fighter. Thank you for the shirt. I
Wait a
also
minute, that's
bought
who that
this.
is?
Yeah, the UFC fighter, dude.
Oh, I know who Roxanne Modafferi. That's one of my favorite fighters.
She's dude. I've loved her since she was on the Ultimate Warrior,
Yeah, I know. Me
Ultimate
too.
Fighter.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
who that was. You know what? I mistook it for the
mistook.
Memnon Warriors shirt.
Oh, Memnon. Yeah, Memnon.
Yeah.
It does
What's
look.
the back? What's on the
Oh,
back?
the back is a little samurai that says "Happy Warrior." Also,
Oh yeah, I want that. I want. Oh wow. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna have to pick one up.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
pretty
yeah,
cool.
Roxanne Modafari, she's well overdue for being a champ.
Well overdue. She's awesome. She's a
Yeah, she's
sweetheart.
put in a lot of work. Yep.
Super. Whooped a lot of people's ass. But yeah, so just let everybody just to get those shout outs out of the way because
Yeah. So we have to stay on top. We stay busy, or he stays busy. I don't do shit. He works. I sit here at home waiting for the stories, and
well you got
we put
stories
them out.
coming too. You said that you wanted to talk
I
about
do. I have
one
some stories.
that you want to
There's
talk about
two.
one.
There's
Two.
two of them. Two Bay Area ones that I want to talk about. Actually, the big one that I want to talk about. That's like really big. A really big story, but it's part of a very famous and popular story. But I want to talk about this person specifically.
Okay. So everyone stay tuned. Big Jim has some
Yeah.
shit to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yes, I
It's
do.
not just me,
It'll be my turn. It'll be
burning
my turn to
my
read.
breath. So there's been a lot of talks about t-shirts. They are coming. I will let you know probably in about a week. There is a site that I was able to obtain so that we can put these shirts on the market. So they are coming. They are coming, folks.
With
I
our
hope.
beautiful faces on them.
Yeah, our beautiful, chunky, light brown faces.
Round.
And so, also, for anyone wondering, this episode is episode 47. We are 3 away from the big 50. We're almost to the
big,
hill. We're
big
almost
5-0.
there. 5-0. We get to
Big
the
5-0.
hill, and then our fat asses roll down it. So we are almost there, folks. Almost there.
Yes.
If you're wondering, for those who are watching, why there's a graveyard behind me, well, you're about to find out.
Part of a big story.
How'd you feel about that story? Crazy? Pretty fucked up?
It's disturbing. Yeah, I mean, the fact that people can't rest in peace. That's that one term. Everybody who passes will rest in peace. Well, then you got a story like this, and then
Shit
the
hits the
almighty
fan.
dollar. The almighty dollar always trumps everything. So
Yes, this is going to be the Black Hope Curse, episode 47. Please, everybody, enjoy, and please go check out our Flow page, flow.page/BTWBJ, and there you will find all of our stuff. So please
enjoy the story.
Sit back, kick your feet up, stay COVID friendly and 6 feet apart, and get them spirits ready for this spirit entailed story. Love y'all.
Yes, sir.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Bull Talk with BJ podcast.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Some of the information you are about to hear, some may find disturbing.
I don't know who gave them this or who gave them the clearance.
On the crotch.
Oh my
Right
lord.
there.
Can we Google that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I fucking stumbled down a dark hole and I love it.
Great keg parties. If I'm going to believe anybody's bullshit, I'm going to believe mine.
It sounds not politically correct, but
You two motherfuckers need Jesus.
let's get a genuine reaction of what my dad's going to think of me wearing this mask. What's up, dude?
What the fuck are you wearing?
Hey, listen, we got to pull the younger crowd in, okay? This story takes place in Tejas, Houston to be exact. In
H-Town?
H-Town, or what does Paul Wall say? H-Town, baby. I'd show you my teeth, but I have a mask on. It's the Black Hope Curse.
There's a curse.
It's apparently cursed, yes.
The cemetery is cursed. So this isn't an active cemetery. Nobody else is getting buried because those things look very old.
Yeah, these are old cemeteries. Well, this particular picture, I don't know if it's the Black Hope Cemetery, but this one was in the Google images. So I chose it. It's one of the more clear ones, but the one that in particular is a little bit older, but I will get to that in just a few minutes.
Okay.
So this story takes place in H-Town, baby. Like Paul Walker.
Paul Wall, Mike Jones.
That's right.
Was it Slim Thug?
When he goes like this, H-Town, baby,
Yeah.
and he shows off. Well, you can't see my teeth, but yeah. In 1982, Houston, Texas, Sam and Judith Haney had bought their first home in the Newport area of Houston, Texas. Sam described their home as their dream home. He said, quote, "When we bought the house in Newport, it was the house that we had always been looking for. So it was the house that we intended on staying in for a long period of time. It was our dream home. The land development was fairly new, with more and more homes popping up almost like flowers. About a year into living there, Sam wanted to renovate their backyard with a pool. Now, a day before breaking ground, I'm getting there.
Okay. So who are they going to move?
Well, here's the thing, right? They wanted to renovate their backyard for a pool. They
Right.
didn't know anything about a cemetery or anything like that. That was never even brought up. So, like I said, a day before breaking ground, Sam and Judith were greeted by a, quote, strange man with an ominous vibe. Now, everybody's vibing today. It's vibes, guys. It's Deadpool vibes. He had warned the couple to not dig in the backyard. Sam explained, by the way, little side note here, this was on an episode of Unsolved Mysteries. So if anyone's wondering, I'll probably mention that in the beginning.
How long ago? The new production or
Old.
the old?
Old.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sam explained, this elderly man told me that he had noticed that we were putting a swimming pool in our backyard and that there was something in our backyard that I needed to know about. So I followed him. We came to the backyard and he pointed to the ground. And he said that there were some graves right here. He marked a spot on the ground where they were. And I really didn't know how to react to it at the time. I didn't know if he was just joking. I couldn't understand why anyone would even try to make a joke out of something like that. End quote.
I agree. I wouldn't even be in the vicinity, but hey, you know, to his their own.
Well, what would you do if someone was like, just so you know, before you started digging up to make a pool, dead bodies right there?
Thanks for the info. Put it back on the market. I wouldn't even dare.
You wouldn't even stay there?
No, dude, that's already. I mean, who knows what land we're sitting on now? It could be burial land, but I'm just saying that's obviously somebody's resting place. Why disturb it? And plus, who knows? I wouldn't want to deal with anybody's unrested spirit.
That's true. That's very true.
So no, I would or say, why the fuck didn't you tell me before I went through escrow and I signed documents?
Right.
Where the hell were you?
That
So,
would
yeah.
have been one of my first things was telling the
Right.
realtor, like, what the fuck, bro?
Day
I just
late.
spent-
Okay, so they didn't disclose it. That law wasn't
Here we-
in place at the time.
Wasn't in place. So,
Oh boy. All right.
yeah. Now, after this old man implored Sam to not dig at all, to which Sam decided, fuck you, old man. He took a backhoe, and Sam decided to dig a day later. Now, he didn't dig for a pool. He wanted to see if the man was yanking his chain, or if he was actually telling the truth. So
he purposely dug for bodies.
He purposely dug. Not even 5 minutes into digging with a backhoe, Sam hit something. Now, what they did hit, and by the time he dug about 5-6 feet, they noticed some old pine. That's what was quoted. They found old
Pine boxes.
Pine boxes. So damn Sam.
Damn Sam.
Damn Sam was it? Yeah, that's a good nickname for him. Damn Sam jumped into the hole, and what he ended up doing was using his hand, literally digging by hand now, to go through the dirt, comb through the dirt to see what exactly was in there. Because I mean, to me, it kind of seemed like what he was trying to do was like the curse of Oak Island. You know, when they drill down into the earth and they're like, oh look, we got old wood. That has to be the money pit. If you haven't seen Curse of Oak Island,
I watched that. I like it.
Yeah, that's a great show. They actually, the first time I heard about it, they mentioned it on Ancient Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, he jumps down into the hole, digging with his hand. And like I said, he's about 5-6 feet in. What he's able to eventually pull out with his bare hand ended up being somebody's finger.
Okay.
A skeleton finger was able to come out. He then called the local sheriffs, and the coroners decided to tag along as well. I mean, they have to, because they discovered a body.
Right. So, I mean, obviously the sheriff should know that there's, okay, I'm going to ask dumb questions. Just go ahead and keep reading.
Keep going. No, ask.
Just keep reading. Well, I mean, it's marked, and it's a marked area. Why didn't the sheriffs enforce the fact that they shouldn't dig? Why'd they even sell the plot, the land?
What if it was unmarked?
Okay, I am speculating that it was known where the bodies were, just like the neighbor said. But I'm just going off the picture.
Wasn't a neighbor.
Oh, just some weird guy?
Just some weird guy.
Okay,
just some
creepy.
Weird guy came over and said, listen, don't dig back here. I saw that you got some equipment as if you're going to dig. Don't do it.
For a pool.
Don't do it. There's graves here. Don't do that. Now, speaking of the strange old man, it was later identified He was later identified as a relative of someone in that neighborhood, which was like a little cul-de-sac area. But apparently, this man, this strange, ominous man, was a gravedigger.
To steal. So a grave robber or a grave digger?
Grave digger to place
So he
bodies.
worked for the facility. Okay.
Right. So that's probably why he knew, hey, just so you know, even though this is newly developed land, it's on old land. So be careful where you actually dig. Now, as I had mentioned, Sam called the local sheriff office, and the coroner tagged along as well with an official, is it exhumation?
Exhumation.
Exhumation. That's the
Exhumation.
one.
Yeah.
I definitely misspelt that. Sorry, everybody. To Sam's amazement and disturbing surprise, a actual coffin was pulled out of the ground. Full coffin. Pine wood and everything. About 25 fragments of bone were found inside of this coffin. Now, because of it being what looked so old, the pine box didn't hold its shape because of however long it sat there for. The earth eventually collapsed onto it.
Well, pine's a real soft wood anyway. It would deteriorate. I'm surprised it didn't deteriorate, but okay.
Now, most of the bones that turned out when they were able to lift up the lid, which was barely even on, most of the bones turned to dust. Like that's how old whoever was in there was.
Right.
After they had dug up that coffin, they had found a second coffin because once you find one, you got to find more. It's like treasure hunting.
Mm-hmm.
However, this one was directly next, side by side to this other coffin. So when they actually dug it up, they could see more wood. They just thought it was residue wood from the side of the coffin itself.
Yeah.
They pulled that wood and a whole hand fell out.
Okay.
Inside of the coffin was a partially exposed skeleton with its hand and 2 wedding rings on its left hand, on one finger, the actual wedding finger. The sheriffs removed the second coffin and handed Judith the ring, which she said she was mortified when they handed it to her. I don't think anybody wouldn't be mortified. I'd be like, why the fuck are you handing me this? This evidence. Don't hand it to me. I don't want that shit.
Oh, evidence of what? Is there a crime? Was there a crime taking place here?
It's just evidence. If they have to know who the people were. If there's no record, they need to identify who the people.
So identifying. Okay, got it.
So
got it.
Judith said, "quote They handed me the rings, and it was sickening to think that it had I'm not even drinking tonight.
Yeah, right.
It was sickening to think that I had desecrated somebody's grave. Excuse me.
2 of them.
Two. Yeah, not just one. 2.
Not just plural. Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Now, like I said at the beginning of this, you and I, our family, we've seen enough ghost adventures. We've experienced enough shit that you don't really disturb a grave to begin with. You don't really desecrate someone's name or their last living area. You know what I mean? You don't disturb it. If they're there, you don't fuck with them. Just let them be as they are. They were there for a reason. They're there for a purpose. It may be good. It may be bad. But when you start disrupting the dead,
their final resting place.
Yeah, the dead tend to fuck with you back.
Get pissed. Yeah.
So Sam and Judith decided to find out whose grave this actually was. In the search, this was now a few weeks after, led them to a man, Jasper Norton. That was the unidentified man earlier. Sorry, I forgot that was his name. Jasper Norton and the pair met in utter shock after speaking with Jasper. Like I had mentioned, Jasper was a gravedigger, and he had informed Sam and Judith that their home along with several others on the new developed land. I keep saying development. Was built upon dozens and dozens of papur graves. Now, if you're wondering what papur means, it's a French word for a very poor person's grave.
Potter's grave.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, like New York has Potter's Island, where the people who aren't claimed prisoners, transients, homeless people, they actually have a part of an island where they do mass burial.
That's disturbing. I did not know. So that's like Boveglia Island in Italy.
Proveglia Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was because of the Black Plague or whatever. Yeah.
That's a bit disturbing.
Potter's Field. I think that's what it's called, a Potter's Field. But yeah, go ahead.
So the home development that we are now discussing, as well as the cemetery that's there, is called Black Hope. The last known burial was in 1939, which means that not too far back there was slaves.
Yeah. Okay.
Black Hope was a former slave cemetery.
Oh, wow.
Two of the graves that were found were Betty and Charlie Thomas. The pair were married into slavery, or they were born into slavery and then married later on.
So, like the late 1800s.
Late 1800s.
Wow.
The married couple eventually died. If I'm not mistaken, Charlie died first, followed by Betty. And both were buried and then forgotten about for almost 50 years.
Yeah.
In a turn of events, Sam and Judith decided to rebury Betty and Charlie with the rings in the same fucking hole.
The owner of the land.
The people who now own the house were like,
Yeah.
hey, sorry for fucking disturbing you. We're going to put you back in the hole. We're going to put you back in Pandora's box. Just don't fuck with us, okay? We're good. We're Christians over here. Please don't fuck with us.
Yeah, a little too late, pal.
Now this is where shit gets loco. All right.
I'm listening.
1 week after the burial, Judith was woken up by her unplugged, I'm going to emphasize, unplugged alarm clock. It was sparking from the back and buzzing.
All right.
You good?
That just gave me the chills, dude. I can only imagine.
Sparking from the back and unplugged. And it was buzzing like when your cell phone buzzes.
Yeah.
Or
I get it.
You know, when you turn a vibrator on.
But just to know that it's unplugged and you're getting some sort of a circuit, I mean, that just proves, that just really goes to show that the supernatural or the paranormal are attracted to energy. That's an energy. Yeah.
I mean, hell, we are energy sources, you know, we give off energies.
Conduits.
Yeah. We are some type of, you know, conduits. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are the Tesla towers. Now, a few days after this, while Sam was working on a night shift, Judith was getting ready for bed when she heard, "Hey, what are you doing?" in a low, soft male voice. Thinking it was Sam, Judith came out of the restroom, looked around the corner, didn't see Sam, walked into the kitchen.
She was going to get lucky, huh?
Probably. Didn't see Sam, walked into the kitchen, didn't see Sam. All doors were closed, all windows were closed. No one was to be found. But she in the episode in Unsolved Mysteries, she distinctly hears, "Hey, what are you doing?" in a very low, soft voice. Then in April 7th, 1982, the following morning, so this is right after this whole incident, Judith was getting ready for work. Sam was now home and in bed after working the night shift. Judith went looking for some red high heels, not the real big high heels, but the work heels, you know?
Okay.
She was looking for some red shoes and she couldn't find them. She thought maybe Sam had misplaced them or put them somewhere where she normally doesn't put them.
Or Sam just likes to cross dress and he has them.
Or he likes smelling her shoes. I don't know. People are into some weird shit.
Yeah, very true. Okay.
OnlyFans. Check out Big Jim's new OnlyFans.
I don't have one.
After a while, she ended up picking a different pair and she left for work. On her way out, Judith got into her car, drove down the driveway. Wasn't too big of a driveway, but it had significant distance. And as she passed the two reburied graves, guess what she saw?
Silhouettes of them two people.
She saw her two red shoes on a grave.
Oh, damn. No shit.
Yes. Her two missing shoes that are normally in her closet were passed on to the now newly reburied people.
As a marker?
Almost as a marker, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's the crazy part. That day, April 7th, 1982, was also the birthday of Betty Thomas.
The lady who's in the burial plot.
In the grave. It was April 7th is her birthday. Tell me that's not crazy.
But it's totally crazy. They shouldn't have disturbed that shit.
They shouldn't have. By the way, if anybody's wondering, they're white people, so they're definitely going to disturb it. Don't expect any Mexicans to be doing some shit like that. You see any fucking bones come out of a grave, you're going to have paisas running down the fucking street.
Yeah. They are not going to continue.
Fuck that. They can take Virgin de Guadalupe with them.
Yep.
Now, like I said, they were placed on top of Betty Thomas's grave. That's whose grave those shoes were on. Now, what's even crazier is Sam made a crazy suggestion to his wife because Judith ran back into the house and grabbed Sam after dead asleep, by the way. Rude. I'd be pissed off if someone was like, "Oh my God, come look, the shoes have floated outside." I'm like, I don't want to fucking deal with that right now. I'm tired.
No. I'm waking somebody up. That's for damn sure.
So that's what she did. She ended up waking up her husband and brought him out, saw the shoes, and she said, "Look, these are the shoes that I was looking for. They weren't in the house, and now they're here." So Sam made a crazy suggestion. Maybe it was Charlie giving his wife a pair of shoes on her birthday.
Okay. Go on.
Crazier things have happened, right?
I'm waiting for more crazier shit for you to keep telling me, but I'm sure a lot has happened.
Well,
that we don't even know about.
No. So, like I said, I keep doing that. Sam made the suggestion that Charlie had given his wife a birthday present. Now, that's just Sam and Judith. We then hear, a couple weeks later, of another family, which, by the way, if you see me looking down now, for those who are watching and not listening, but I had to go to my actual notes. I forgot to put these into the actual document that I'm normally reading off of. So if you hear, yeah, that's me. That's notes.
Hey, you have to do research.
Research, baby. Now, this next family, Ben and Jean Williams, experienced similar strange events occurring in their home. Jean would constantly plant plants, but none would ever live and none would ever grow. And a lot of sinkholes started appearing around their house. Now, if you're wondering how far they lived from Sam and Judith, they're literally 5 houses down.
So this was a big cemetery.
It's big. It was huge. Well, think about it. How many slaves died? Let's just say in Texas alone. That's not even mentioning Louisiana. It's not even mentioning Virginia or any of the other where the other plantations were.
Any southern states. Yeah.
So they had a lot of deaths. So they had to, if they weren't mass graves, they were actual cemeteries for the slaves, which in this case they were. So like I said, sinkholes were popping around everywhere. Now what's even stranger is that these sinkholes resembled a certain shape. Could you guess what kind of shape that is?
Pair of red shoes. Hell, I don't know.
No, fool, a coffin.
Oh, okay. All right.
A pair of red shoes, really?
Dude, I'm just kind of stuck on the fact that somebody really just said, "Screw it, we bought this lot. We're gonna live here. Whatever happens, happens." I'm not that ballsy. I would have left.
I'm not ballsy like that at all. You kidding me? Hell no. I'm afraid to go in the fucking crawl space that's technically my attic. I ain't fucking doing all that. You're tripping. These sinkholes started appearing up, and they started appearing in the shapes of coffins. The couple would then see strange markings on trees. Now, those markings a lot of the times were either arrows or circles with arrows in them. And they were always
grave markers.
That's exactly what they were. They were grave markers. Most of them were arrows with 2 horizontal lines inside. Like Sam and Judith, they found a local resident who informed them, "I made that so I knew where." I can't. My handwriting is shit, and having this on my face doesn't help. Here we go. "I made them."
Do your best, pal.
I'm trying. Listen, folks, I'm trying for your entertainment, okay? I'm doing this for you. I'm looking like a total dork. I'm not going to lie, though. I love the mask. So to me, it's worth it, especially when I do this with my lips. So, sorry for those just listening. They found a local resident who made these markings. He said he made these markings so he knew where his sisters were buried. Soon after they found these markers and more sinkholes started to pop up, much like Sam and Judith, Ben and his wife began having strange events around the house. What's his name? No, it's Ben and something else. Ben and Jean. There we go. About to lose my damn spot. What followed, I'm gonna have to cut a little bit of this stuff out. This is gonna be a little difficult.
And that's all right. You got time. You got a whole week.
I know, but I still have to do the one from last week. I still have to do Brian Egg. I was gonna do it yesterday, but then I got way too tired. All right.
Oh, it's not done?
No, I gotta do it tonight.
Oh shit. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Where they were buried. Soon after, strange events started to happen. These are what started to happen: foul smells, shadows on walls, whispers in empty rooms, and even toilets would flush by themselves. Ghosts were taking deuces in their toilets, man. They were dropping bombs, holding that shit for almost 200 years or something like that. They had to do real bad.
I guess so. It's not like there was much to come out, right?
No, a bunch of bones, probably bone and air.
Yeah, dried
turds. Now, like I said, they saw shadows on walls. Ben constantly experienced most of these shadows, but the one time that really stuck with him involved 2 ghostly figures on the walls. They were on the wall. They kind of floated down the wall, almost like a mass. But he said he can make out a head and shoulders. Again, he even worked a night shift. So when he was going to go to work, he pulled stuff out of his refrigerator, turned around, and saw this mass. They floated towards him, and he froze. The two shadows then abruptly stopped. He said they turned towards the front room and drifted towards the front room. They then both floated down the hall and turned into his master bedroom where Jean was sleeping. Where Jean was sleeping. Ben followed, and when he entered the room, the two ghosts now turned to one. There was only one ghostly figure, and it was standing over his wife, Jean, not by the foot of the bed, not by the side of the bed, standing on top of Jean, looking down at her. Now,
and he was able to see the whole apparition.
He saw the whole thing. He said all he saw, the room, and that's what a lot of people claim also, and I kind of have my own experience with that. When you see a black mass, even though you're in a dark room, whatever this mass is darker than the room. It's kind of hard to explain or picture.
No, I get it.
But that's what he saw. So he saw this dark figure. He saw this dark figure take over her, kind of just standing on top of her. Now, to protect his wife, this actually made me laugh because this is what they said in Unsolved Mysteries, and I don't know if it's true or if it was just for TV adaptation. And the way that they filmed it was fucking hilarious. I busted up laughing at work. But Ben said, I need to protect my wife in his head. This is what he's thinking. I need to protect my wife. So he runs full fucking force and dives at this black mass. It's a black mass. There's nothing to hold on to. So you just see a chubby white guy float through the fucking air and then crash into the end table and break a lamp. It's one of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
It was on the episode?
It was on the episode, yeah.
So they remade it, dramatization and remade it, put it in the, I gotta check it out.
Oh, they made it super drama. Now, shortly after this, wait a minute, where am I at? God damn it. See, this is what happens when you write shit down.
And you can't see out of your mask, doesn't help.
Yeah, no. Okay, did that. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay. Sorry. God, this is so difficult. Okay. So, after this happened, we're now going to go back to Judith and Sam. Because the episode really revolves around these two families. Sam and Judith Haney fell into a deep depression. More specifically, Judith.
Sure.
Now, again, we've seen a lot of television shows. We've talked to a lot of people ourselves. You know, when certain things start to happen, you get affected by it. Certain ways can affect you, but 9 times out of 10, you do get affected in some type of way.
Well, it doesn't take very long if they're living under them conditions. I mean, every horror movie produced, the family is, you know, they just sit in the house and just take all the negative energy from this entity. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I know it's not a movie, but the story.
And this is a story, but even though it was made for TV for Unsolved Mysteries, it's not just a dramatization that something crazy happened, you know? Now, like you had mentioned earlier in the episode, how come none of this was disclosed? So they eventually went back to the realtor, to the developers, to all these companies, and they're like, yo, what the fuck, dude? How come you didn't tell us there's these graves on our fucking land, and now we got shit happening in our house? So what they ended up doing, which most people would do, I know I would do, they filed a lawsuit. to which they won a $142,400 suit for mental anguish, right?
Okay.
Now get this. This is the fucked up part. The judge ruled, quote, on no legal grounds, developers are not liable. How the fuck are they not liable for not disclosing this type of information?
Okay. Now with that said, I don't care how old the cemetery plot, just like the one down by our house, the one by the freeway. That thing's been there since the 1700s.
Yeah.
Maybe none of the families are around anymore, but it belongs to somebody. They're not just gonna wipe out that area, remove everything.
Right.
And
It's a
30
cemetery.
years from
Somebody
now,
owns it's
yeah.
proper. It's a land that somebody owns.
Well, somebody paid for the final resting place of their loved ones. So how are they not responsible for desecrating? Basically, I don't know. Then you got to think about all the natives that were slaughtered, and we desecrate their land whenever there's a new development and we live. And I
It's
mean,
true.
yeah,
Very true. So after this fucked up ruling by the judge, he then told Haney that he had to pay his court fees. Everyone does. Anytime you go to court, you have court fees. Now, like I had mentioned, he won $142,400. Now, back in the 80s, that's probably a significant amount
that's a lot of
more
money. Yeah,
in today's money, right? He's
sure.
probably,
Still not.
let's say this was equivalent, because I haven't done the math on it, but let's say it's equivalent to $500,000. Let's just say 500,000.
Okay, that's about right.
He had to pay $50,000 in court fees of his money that he had just won. You know how much that dropped him down to? 90 grand.
Yeah, it's pretty damn sad.
That's horrible. Ultimately, when you disrupt a grave, bad shit tends to happen.
Yeah.
Eventually, what ended up happening is the Haney family, Judith and Sam, filed for bankruptcy. In the episode, they said that they lost the case, they lost their money, and they lost their home. The only money that they had was what they were already saving from his job.
Okay, so they lost everything.
They lost everything.
Which they didn't lose their lives.
What the fuck was that?
Where?
Near your face, dude.
I don't know. Don't. You're giving me the chills, homeboy.
I'm not kidding. Something just flew by your face. Please tell me there's a bug in there.
There ain't nothing in my room.
Oh.
Windows closed, everything.
Okay, I'm pulling this video. That was nuts. Now going back.
Suck, dude.
Why do I suck?
Because I don't want to know if there's something in my room. I just want to sleep in peace.
You will. Just sleep with the cross tonight. Getting back to the story. Hold on, sir.
Jesus, Jim.
That was weird, though. I did see something float by your face. Now, going back to the Williams family. They, too, went to court. They also filed for the same thing. They also said, hey, why was none of this shit disclosed that we had bodies on our fucking plot of land? How come nothing was said? Nothing was given this type of indication that something was here or was here at one point in time. Now, here's the fucked up part with them. They had no proof of a cemetery because they didn't dig anything up. All they had were sinkholes that resembled coffins.
So why didn't they dig it up?
They chose not to. But they did.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, they had a little bit of sense of, respect for the dead, but.
And not only that, when they went to court to file a suit for their development or their realtor team and the development company. Is that how it is? Yeah.
The development, yeah.
Their judge said this, quote, in Texas, it is illegal to disturb a grave without the permission of the family. So if you now have an unmarked grave on your property and you start seeing sinkholes popping up everywhere, good fucking luck, pal. You're not getting in there.
Did the family sue the other people who dug up the first plot?
No, wait. Did who?
The very first guy who dug up with the backhoe, who
Sam and
disturbed
Judith.
the couple, right? Did the family of those deceased people sue the guy? Nothing.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's kind of a stupid law.
It is. It's really dumb. Shortly after,
I mean, not that it should be against. I understand it should be against the law, but I mean,
yeah, but if shit like this is happening, I mean, come on.
they shouldn't sue the person who bought it. They should sue the developer or the previous owner of the land,
Right.
or the county or the state.
Agreed.
God.
So after this, Gene decided, okay, fuck you, Mr. Judge, Your Honor. If this is how you want to go about it, I'll find you a fucking body then.
Mm.
Jean began feeling ill one day after digging with her younger daughter, Tina. So like I said, she said, fuck you to the judge. I'm going to go find this body for you. She starts digging. She starts feeling ill. Tina decides, you know what, Mom? Go lay down. I'll take care of it for you. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Tina is a teenager at this time. Shortly after digging, Tina started to feel ill. She went inside, and the granddaughter, Carly Kerlook, witnessed Tina become extremely pale and sweaty. Ben, the husband, called 911, and Jean laid her daughter, Tina, on the couch. And same thing, she felt clammy, she felt sweaty, she was very pale. And then Jean said her eyes began to glaze over.
Okay. Did the ghost enter her body?
She ended up dying.
Oh. She died from a heart attack or died from
a massive heart attack. From what it said, she died from a massive heart attack that can only be equivalent to a person a very poor diet.
Okay. I'm a little confused. There was nothing brought up about the size or the weight or the condition of these people. So I'm assuming they weren't.
Tina
was
not very fit, but she was a average quote person. She was a teenager, so your average teenager is, especially a girl.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. The teenage daughter died.
The teenage daughter, Tina. She's the one who fell ill, laid on the couch, and the mom, Jean, saw her eyes glaze over.
I thought you meant Jean died. Oh, wow. Okay.
Even Carly said it was odd when her eyes glazed over. She said that it felt so heavy in the room, it felt as if you were walking through water.
So it was so dense in there.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh.
She was 30 years old. She wasn't a teenager. My bad. She was 30 years old.
It doesn't matter. The
teenager was the granddaughter. I got that. Notes. Handwritten notes get you mixed up.
That's all right. Still, she wasn't old enough to die of that massive of a cardiac arrest.
Massive heart attack.
Okay.
But yeah, the teenage granddaughter, correction, my bad, I'm leaving this in. She said the atmosphere felt so heavy that it felt like you were walking through water. After this,
humid.
Very, very humid. After this, Ben and Jean packed up their immediate things and left immediately, whereas Sam and Judith stayed on the property.
For what? To go through the misery?
To live.
So they lived there until they passed.
Mm-hmm. And as of now, there are no other claims, there are no other reports of ghostly activity. Some of the people in certain articles say this is actually a very peaceful neighborhood. There is no ghostly activity. We've never experienced any ghostly activity. We've never felt ghosts near us or in the area.
So it's
But-
kind of like the Amityville horror.
Very
It
similar.
just affected the one family, infiltrated the next, and now it's a hoax.
Or it reminds you
Or-
of a Hollywood movie being
Amityville horror.
Poltergeist, man.
Poltergeist. Oh, is this just based off that?
This is not based off of that. But when I started reading about it, I was like, how is this? Because Amityville Horror came out in the 80s.
No,
I
70s.
mean, Poltergeist came out in the 80s.
Yes.
Sorry. It came out in the 80s. So this could maybe have sparked possibly,
Okay.
but it didn't say anywhere in any of the articles that I read that this was a part of that story.
Well, I mean, that's very similar to what that's the storyline is for Poltergeist.
Very similar.
Developed rural area. They just moved the tombstones over. They left all the bodies.
Yep.
Okay, so the picture that's in your green screen behind you, are those the actual houses?
This is houses that are on the, not the outskirts, but on the outer part of the area. Yes.
But those tombstones are still there.
These are no longer there. I'll actually pull up a picture of what it actually looks like so you could see it. It's an old picture, but I'll show you what it looks like.
I mean, that alone, just that green screen you have right there is creepy enough. But then I didn't think the whole poltergeist thing.
So this is what it looks like. On the left right here, that's what it looked like. So their headstones are literally just blocks with writing on it.
They're turn of the century. Now go. That's the body, the remains on the right, and then right there, that's what it looks like currently.
Those are the freshly redug graves at the time. Yeah.
And there's still people that live there.
And in the neighborhood, yes. As far as the house itself, I didn't see any new owners or renters.
How'd you come across this story?
Honestly, I was just looking through. I was gonna say YouTube through Google. I was like, well, what's a crazy ghost story that I could find? Crazy ghost story. This is one of them.
I mean, this isn't really. I guess what I'm trying to say, this isn't like a story that's ended. This is a continuous story. There's still people that live in the neighborhood. There's still people that live around the cemetery. And as of 2021, there's no further sightings, no further activity, nothing being said.
Now,
they can't be living in peace. There's no way they can be living in peace.
No, of course not.
Or resting in peace.
No, of course not, because they've been disturbed. There's no way in hell that they're going to be sitting there. Excuse me. There's no way that they're going to be sitting there or, haunting there, laying there in peace. Like you said, they've been disturbed. They were already at peace, not being disturbed prior. And now you got people digging up, trying to find them. And then you have people wanting to build a pool who do it by accident.
Yeah, but still, I mean, curiosity is going to get the best of somebody if it hasn't been already. Like you said, that one lady had 2 rings on. If they were gold, turn of the century gold with some real raw diamonds or some sort of emerald or stone, it's worth a lot of money. Who's to say they ain't been digging shit up and trying to, rob from the dead?
Possibility. But that, ladies and gentlemen, was the episode of the Black Hope Curse.
So it's still ongoing. There's still activity. There's just nothing that you can find.
Correct.
As of 2021.
Correct.
Any reported of anything else. Wow.
Crazy, right?
And this is the type of thing. I mean, if you look at it on Google Earth, what would pull up right now through satellite? Do you have the latitude and longitude?
I do not know. I'm sure I could pull it up.
That's interesting to do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing something like that to add to your screenshots.
We could do that. Definitely.
Black Hope Cemetery.
Black Hope Cemetery. So,
I'm gonna-
thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for watching. This is episode 47, The Black Hope Curse. Please don't forget to hit us up on the Instagrams, on the Twitters, on the tweeters. Please go and go over to our Flow page, flow.page/BTWBJ. All of our links are there. And yes, we have some merch coming. We had just sent out our 2 old school Botox with Big Jim t-shirts, and we have
3
new
of them.
ones. 3 of them. Yes, we sent out 3 of them. And we have new ones coming. They are coming. I'm going to be opening up the shop pretty soon. I'm just working on a couple things, and then they will be available.
And with your support, everybody, this keeps the show going.
Absolutely.
Nobody is profiting big money. It costs money to do this. Everybody knows that. Everybody says it. And with your help, we continue to keep doing it.
100%. We can get better equipment, from a camera to a mic.
Jesus Christ.
But yes, please stay tuned. We do have stuff coming out. I will be dropping the links very, very soon. Like I said, I'm just working on a couple things, and we will be getting those out. So with that being said, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. We love you. And please be sure to check us out. Tell your friends also. Tell your friends. Tell your baby mama. Tell your baby daddy. Tell whoever. Tell your grandma. Tell your grandma. We got
Everyone has a smartphone nowadays. They'll be able to
very
look it up.
true. And you know what's crazy is a lot of old people have Apple. A lot of old people have apples.
Yeah.
So, thank you, everyone.
Easier, I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
We love you. Stay safe. Don't be haunted like this guy is going to be tonight. Sleep well.
What a dick.
Talk to you later, folks. Peace.
Adios.